thin. Stop it, Emma. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, God, damn it. What are you saying? You can just switch off whenever you want. I'm stuck with me. Morning guys, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name's Emma. These are my allotment diaries where I just vlog all about my allotment progress and my journey growing my own food basically, and flowers. Lots of flowers are going to grow this year I think, because I've got twice the amount of space now that I've got both of these plots, and I think flowers are going to be a must, to be honest, to kind of fill up some spaces as well. This is the original allotment plot that I have had for, oh, this is my 5th year of having this plot now, but I've taken on this one recently, and if you're a long time follower you'll know this already, but I've now got all of this space as well, so there's a lot more to fill. I think today I'm actually going to be spending most of my time in my original allotment plot, which has been ever so slightly neglected, but also not, because I did mulch over the beds last autumn, and to be honest, the plot kind of hibernates over the winter time, so it's the first time I've sort of left this plot over winter, and it's done really well actually. Minimal weeds because of all the mulching that I've done, and everything seems to be pretty much in good order. Yeah, it's looking okay. I just wanted to show you around quickly. We have got a lot of new things coming up now, which is quite exciting for spring, so I thought I would do a little tour to start with. Still got a lot of the sprouts growing here. I might have to remove them today and clear up this bed, and then I've got this bed here. Not entirely sure what to put in these this year. Then behind that we've got my original pumpkin archway, which this year I'm going to have beans growing up, in kind of French beans, maybe runner beans, all different kinds of beans basically. It's going to be a bean arch. You can see I've got some tulips coming up there, some little daffodils, and then down here lots more tulips coming up. These ones are really beautiful and they don't look unwell at the moment. I had to take up most of the tulips at the front of the allotment plot last year because they got tulip fire, which is like a fungal infection. I think it's a fungal infection that tulips can get, and it kind of spreads throughout the bulbs and infects the tulips, and means that they kind of turned all weird colours and stuff, but then they started like looking like they were on fire. It's kind of got like a fire, like a burnt pattern on them, so I had to pull them all up, and I was really hoping the rest of my tulips on the plot wouldn't be affected. I don't think they are. These ones here look very healthy. I've got so many tulips and daffodils and things coming up. I just love spring bulbs. This is the bed we're going to be using today to plant. We're going to do parsnips and maybe a couple of other things. I brought some other things with me. I can't remember what I brought because I'm absolutely blooming useless, but parsnips for sure. This bed has got my purple sprouting broccoli in, a little tiny kale plant that I rescued from my polytunnel, and I might put some more kale in here because I really like kale at the moment. And then here I've got my chard and my I can't remember what it's called, something spinach, but in between, look, I've got tulips coming up, and I completely forgot that I planted tulips in here ages ago, so I don't know what's going to happen to them now. I might just leave it and just see what happens, because I'm pretty sure they'll just fight their way to the surface. But yeah, lots of tulips in there. Then we've sort of got a bit of a miscellaneous bed here, not sure. Nothing ever really works in this bed, so I really don't know what to do with it this year. It's quite confusing. I was a little blueberry plant there, which is always dying. And then we've got some raspberries in here, but again that doesn't look very healthy or very good. Neglected that. We've got the flower bed here, which that needs to be fixed today properly because that's driving me insane. It's got loads of fresh horse manure, I mean well rotted down horse manure now. I put that in sort of October time, so that'd be well rotted down now, so that's great. That's my cornflower and flower bed. Then we've got the lovely archway here for sweet peas, and at the back you can see we've got all of our fruit bushes which is still alive. I accidentally stepped on this one and snapped him. Does that surprise you at all? No. But the rest of them have been pretty much untouched and they look okay. So this is my like original allotment plot, my first plot, and you can see there's just a bit of work to be done basically. I mean, if this was my only plot, this would be absolutely pristine right now and perfect, but I mean it doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, we're going to work on it today. And then there's a few areas, so for example here, that I don't really know what to do with, and I actually thought potatoes, because this ground is quite bad. and hasn't been sort of planted in for years and years and years, I thought big old potato bed there, whack in a load of potatoes, and hopefully that'll just help out the soil and stuff. But I want to do something with it, you know. And the other area is just within this tree here. It's just sorting it out and cleaning it up and making it look a little bit nicer, really. And now that I've kind of said all of those jobs that need to be done, it feels too much for today. So we'll work our way through some of those jobs to do, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the rest another day. We'll just do as much as we can do today. So I think what we'll do is we'll work our way from the front of the plot down to the back, and we'll just tidy it up, fix anything that needs fixing, take it step by step basically. And yeah, let's get going. Right, little pit stop because Einstein's decided to show up, ready for his grub. Are you hungry? That seems like a lot of worms, but... Oh, there you are. God, no, you don't wait anymore, do you? Cable tie it because the cable tie doesn't fit, so I have to think of something else. I think maybe, right, because it keeps falling forward, if I put something in front of it, stand it up, it won't fall forward anymore. Maybe not that. No, not that. I found the perfect thing. Right. This. That must be the most annoying thing ever to watch. Okay, we're just gonna stick this in instead. Oh, God damn it! Bloody thing! If you ever find it infuriating watching me do things like this, either just don't watch or just think, imagine being me. Because I'm stuck with me forever. I'm really like this. You can just switch off whenever you want. I'm stuck with me. Better. Yes. Yeah. Fixed it at last properly. What it isn't, or what it could be, you know. That's how much of a mess it is. I don't know what it is, what it isn't, or what it could be. Would it surprise you if I told you that I've lost my rake? I can't find it anywhere. It's so annoying. And whenever I lose it, I always get really panicky that someone's stolen it, and then I think, why would someone steal a rake? Why would someone steal a rake? But you'd be surprised, people steal really weird things. Someone stole all my pumpkins one year. I don't know where it could be. I don't know where I was last using it. It's in my shed. Unless someone's broken into my shed and put my tools away. I don't know how it's in my shed. I never put my tools in my shed. It's terrible, I know. I really need to start doing it, but that is really weird to find it where it should be. Really weird. Right, whenever I find myself with an area like this that looks absolutely awful, I always just start by raking it. Raking it is just a great thing to do. It's just great. If in doubt, rake. Rakey, rake. until you find bits that are unrakeable, and then it's not so amazing, but most of the time things are rakeable. Always remember that, guys. No, alright, fine, stay there, stay there forever, on your own. Yeah, that's fine. Bit of a fiddly job that is, trying to get rid of all those branches that I've just cut off, but you can see that's looking a lot neater now, a lot better. So that area there just needs clearing and sorting out, and then we're going to do some planting in there, maybe a little bench actually. It'd be nice to have a little bench in there, and make it just part of the wildlife area. Right, a bit bored of that now. If I get bored of a job like that, then I don't do it properly and I start cutting corners. So I'm going to walk away from that now. We made a really good start in that area, and we're going to go and do some planting, I think. I'm going to sow some seeds. Let's go and do that. Right, so we're going to whack some seeds in today, which is very exciting. It's towards the end of February now, so I think it's okay to sow a few seeds. I think the weather is going to drop next week though, so I'm going to cover it with a cloche once I've sown them. But hopefully they get off to a good start. So I'm going to start with some beetroot. This is the golden eye beetroot. Beetroot's never really worked for me very well. It worked in my first year, but ever since then I've never really been able to grow it. But I keep whacking it in just in case, because you never know. One day it might decide to grow. And then I've got a couple from Seedcraft. I've talked about Seedcraft a lot. They're like a subscription service for seeds that you just get a box of seeds every month, and the seeds that you get you can actually start that month, whether that be indoors or outdoors. These are two that I got in my February box that you can start straight away, like in February, and it is spinach renegade, whack that in, see what happens, and parsnips, and these are the Gladiator F1, and that's the only parsnips I've ever sown really, but I really like them and they always work for me. So we're going to put them into this bed here. This bed has never had parsnip, spinach or beetroot in it before, so I'm hoping it'll do quite well. I don't know where the logic is in that, but there's logic somewhere. There's logic in there somewhere. I don't know where it is, but if you look hard enough, there's some logic there. Really great soil in here because I mulched this over the autumn time. So it's just fantastic. It's also got cardboard as a layer, which is why you can see the lack of weeds, because I've got loads and loads of cardboard down in here, so there's only a couple of weeds, and these would have just been, the seeds are sort of blown on top of the soil, so I can remove those easily. Right, we'll sow our parsnip first. I'm going to do it sort of vertical rows, like smaller rows, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So what I'll do is I'll just make a drill in the soil there, just like that. Right, we're going to try and sow these thinly. The thinner you sow it, the better. If you don't sow it thinly, just prick them out. Right, we're just going to thinly, if you just say it, it will happen. Thin. Stop it, Emma, stop it. Right, definitely not thin. What we'll do is make the next row so we know where this one is, because I always forget where the rows are. Right, parsnips. Always sow my parsnips in February. And they've always done really well. Every single year they do well. So go figure. No, it's just not thin. It's just not going thin. And I've got loads in my hand. I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to do another row of blooming parsnips now. Didn't want another row, but now I'm doing one. That'll do, because I say it will do. And therefore it will do. That's the most unlined line I've ever seen in my life. It's an anti-line. Right, we'll do 2 rows of beetroot, because no one needs that much beetroot in their life, do they? Weird seeds, beetroot seeds. Oh, I've just clumped them because my hands are wet. I'm gonna chuck those ones. They're like that. It's like a little ride for them. Chuck them. Wait, where did I clump them? Where's the clump? There's no clump. They've unclumped. Good. Cool. All right. I will put spinach at the end. Do one. I wonder if I will avoid slugs doing it at this time of year as well. I wonder because I don't know, I have no idea. I think they're probably out because they're hungry. Oh, these are bigger seeds, this is good. Oh, I do love bigger seeds. They're so much easier to scatter. No, clumping them. Stop clumping them, Emma. What is... God, my seed game is just not good. You are supposed to sow them thinly, and that's just because it's just easier. But if you do sow them thickly, you can just thin them out later, but make sure you do thin them out. Except beetroot, which apparently you don't have to thin out anymore because they can just push each other out the way. That's what I like, plants that can kind of do the job for you, you know. Right, our first rows of seeds are in the ground. So we've got our spinach, renegade, we've got our beetroot, the golden beetroot in the middle, and we've got our parsnips, gladiator F1 at the end. How beautiful does that look? What I'm going to do quickly is put some sticks in the front of the rows so I know where I've planted them. So I just need to find some sticks. Oh, it's just like stick city around here, right. I won't know what they are, but hopefully I'll remember. I never remember, but one day I might. Good luck, my little seeds. Please don't die. Please don't die, please. I love it here. It's such a lovely garden. Please don't die. Please don't get eaten. Just tell those slugs to bugger off, will ya? Please. Please. Right, okay, it's enough begging. Don't beg your plants. I've closhed it over, but it's not just about keeping the cold out, it's actually about keeping the animals out, because I think the fox was digging in one of my beds. He hasn't dug in this one. I haven't seen Rocky for a while. A lot of people are asking about Rocky, I haven't seen him. But yeah, this should hopefully keep them from digging in there. I don't always bother to cloche over stuff in February, but hopefully, I mean, I think that'll do the job. I think it'll all grow, to be honest. This is my garlic coming up on my new allotment plot. Look how beautifully it's all coming up now. And I thought it was, I forgot about it, to be honest. I whacked it in and then I forgot about it, but it's actually coming up so beautifully. Really hope I get some garlic this year. No sign of the broad beans yet, but I wouldn't expect them to come up so quickly. But nothing's dug in here, which is just amazing, brilliant. Blueberry plants look very much alive. They're getting little buds on them, so I've kept these alive. They're going to look so beautiful. If they bush out either side of the archway, they're going to look lovely. And I know you can probably just see weeds, but there are quite a few bulbs coming up here. So I've got all the crocus flowers, and a lot of those are coming up. And then over here, look, all of those tulips that I planted starting to come up. So this area is going to look really nice, I think, I hope. And I'll just keep adding flowers here. Someone said about cosmos. I think cosmos look lovely. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my vlog today. It was really nice to get something done in my original allotment plot and to get some seeds sown. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will see you again in my next vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!